Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Welcome, and I hope everybody is doing well. I know that some of my friends are going through some trials right now, and I just want to send lots of love, lots of big hugs to you. I wish I could just zoom everywhere. I wish I had like Wonder Woman's jet, so I could just be like zip, zip, pick my friends up. We can go here, go there, go everywhere, and then just freaking hug it out, man. And for my friends that are non-huggers, I guess you would just have to suffer through it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, today I wanted to work on my ATC. Isn't this crazy? This is the final one, winter, the Four Seasons ATC exchange for 2024, and we are on the final one. And I have to say, I was like, at first I was like, what am I gonna do? Oh my gosh. This is the first one that I thought that was really challenging for me. I don't know if anyone has been challenged on any of them or if everything just comes to you naturally. But this one I thought, what am I gonna do? And I was stumped because it's winter, and for whatever reason, I am really stuck in winter. I'm really stuck with Christmas, and I was pulling myself out of that Christmas mode. And then what do I pull out? I pull out, let me see, what did you send in? Karen, Christmas tree. And then Denise, snowflake. But it is all winter things, isn't it? And then look at me, I pick star. So that's very Christmas. So for me, Christmas, I like traditional color. I mean, I like all things. I say I like traditional colors. However, my Christmas tree that I've created is more in the teals and the golds. But for whatever reason, I'm drawn to very rich traditional colors. But I do like fun and flimsy. Fun and not flirty, fun and, oh my gosh, the word is right there. Everyone is saying it for me, and eventually I will hear it. Anyhow, so winter themed is for the ATC. I need to incorporate a snowflake. I need to incorporate a Christmas tree, and I need to incorporate a star, right? That's right. All right. Anyone who wants to know what we're doing, this is it. You can make sure this is fully on the camera. You can stop the video, take a screenshot, whatever you like to do to see this. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can ask me in the comments. You can send me an email. However, if you have my phone number, you can text me. I've got a few different ways you can get a hold of me. So as I was sitting thinking, and I literally could not sleep. I was like in my dreams, I kept dreaming about ATC, winter ATC, and how to make it wintry without making it just Christmas, because I want it to be, what's that word? When it's fun and flowy and eclectic, and what is that word? Anyhow, while I'm trying to think of that word, I'm going to go ahead and put some clear gesso on my card. Doing this because I don't know that I want the white. I think this is clear. Is this clear? Yeah, it's clear. So I'm just going to put, a whole bunch, I suppose, on my card here. And let me see. I have a dry paintbrush. I guess that'll work. Let me dampen my brush a little bit. There we go. I don't know if you have to do that. For whatever reason, makes me feel like it's going to glide it easier. And there we go. Yep. So I'm going to put clear gesso all over my card. And then I may use some white also. I may build this up as I have a couple of different thoughts going through my head. Another thing that's going through my head is I have no idea what I'm doing for the kids for Christmas. I'm usually already starting that. So, I don't want it to be difficult. I want it to be fun and frilly, not frilly. I don't have any of the right words today. But I want it to be fun and cute and easy to put together, that the kids can keep forever, and that it can be used for whatever. Like if they want to keep it for themselves to use as spit it out, like a bookmark or a tag or something like that, they can. But I want it to be something that can also be an ornament for their tree, if they so choose. Does that make sense? So I'm just kind of thinking about some different things. I've been searching videos, and I've been searching Pinterest for inspiration. I just look everywhere. So because nothing is what it seems, and when I look at it, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like when you look at something, I'm like, oh, I don't just see what they want you to see. I see something beyond that sometimes. So I'm trying to let my mind open up. Anyhow, as I was stressing out about my card, my winter ATC, my non-Christmas, but Christmassy's fine. So I'm not trying to put the squash on Christmas. Let me tell you, Christmas is fine. I love Christmas, and I actually love Christmas cards and Christmas decorations. They're really pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck in my own thoughts. I'm stuck in my own head. But all my ATCs, I'm pretty sure, I have to look back. I don't really remember the first one that I did, but I think I've used my calendar, this one that I love so much, to cut up. Not 2024. I've been cutting up 2022 and 2023. But I think I've been using this on every ATC, so I thought, can't remember what my first one was, but I thought I'll use it with this. Let me see if I can find something in there. Well, my December page was like all these snowmen and things like that, and I was like, well, I don't really want to do snowman, and I didn't want the colors they were using. So I found lots of pages, and I didn't film it because I was seriously couldn't figure out what I wanted to do it, and I thought if I tried to do it on a video, it would just make it more difficult. So I will have to tell you where I'm at. And I really like it. So what I've done is I took my calendar and I went through all the many pages, and I just cut out bits and pieces of it. So I had already cut this little birdie out on a previous one, and I never used it. Let me grab my tweezers here. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you so much. I use these all the time. I grabbed my little birdie here, and I'd already cut this out, but I hadn't used it. So I popped out a couple more just in case. I always have more than the size of my card's gonna allow me. And then I've got these pretty gems right here, and that I may or may not use. I don't know. But anyways, I have another tool. This tool right here, something like this with that little sticky thing. This is like awesome. I love it. Except there. And then I also cut out on my calendar all these parts. So again, these are like little flowers. They were bigger. I just cut off the bigger pieces around them, and I just shortened them up. Some of them have flat edges, but I love the way it went here. Whimsical, whimsical. Yes, that's it. Thank you. And I'm just layering these up like this, and I thought that's gonna make a fun little tree. These are just like little half circles. This was a banner on one of the pages. This was like this banner that went across, and I just cut the banner out. You see? Yes, see? There's actually, here's another piece right here too with this bird. And I cut that out, and I thought I'm gonna use those and make them look like little, like parts of the tree. Now that I took my tree all apart, I'm gonna have to put it back together. And then I had this bird that I liked, but I think it's gonna be too big. Is that a dove? Is that a turtle dove? I don't know. I'm calling it a turtle dove, but I don't know what it is. But I took this one right here, and I just kind of popped it in there like it was in a pot. And but I don't want to cook it, so I want to make it cute. So then I put it there like it's just taking a little bath. Like a little bird bath. So there I have my tree, my Christmas tree. And then this was one of, you can see the top of this with the little dot right there, the little dot, the little punch. That was the top of the page where you hang the calendar. Oh my gosh, I have my hair's hanging all on my arm. And I think that's gonna make a good base. So as I was putting this together, I took one of the little round things, popped it down there to make my little stump. And I'm gonna put it right over that hole. And then I'll trim this down to fit on the card because I thought that was cute. And then I was taking these bigger pieces right here and just, as you've seen, I'm just layering them in. I just have to do it on the card to make sure it fits within my card. And that's it. I mean, I took these other flowers here, took that one right there, and I'm just kind of making it a little lopsided, you know, whimsy, yes, because it's just all fun. Let's see, and then I think I took, I don't know who went first and last here. I'll have to look at my picture. I might not. If I feel like when I'm putting it on the card, I might just go with whatever's popping through there. Popping through. Boy, I'm sure saying that word a lot. Anyways, was anybody else struggling? Were they just like, oh my gosh, why is there a star? Like, well, how do I incorporate this, or how do I incorporate that? Or am I the only one? And also, I guess I never asked because I hadn't had it happen yet. Has anybody else felt like stumped or struggly at all? It doesn't seem like it based on everything we've received. I'm like, it's been coming through. But I was like, oh my gosh, I can't be the only one. So I like this bird. I love these birds. This, I think of winter. I think I love birds. So I'm wondering if I put a bird on every single thing I've done too. So I thought I'm going to put the bird just flying through my little tree. And then I found this sand dollar. I don't know why in my mind I was calling it a starfish, but you know on the sand dollars how it has that little star? There's my star. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna drop it on just like in my tree, so it's like decorated in my tree. And then if I can fit this thing on there, I'm gonna do that. But so far, that's where I'm at. Well, there we go. My fingers are gonna just terrorize that for a minute. And then I have these little gems, and I'm thinking about using those. Now, for my snowflake, I was like struggling with that, and I thought, I just don't know what I want to do for my snowflake. So let me move my mangled tree out of the way here. I'm gonna have to stop my video midway through, so my tone of talking may change because I'm doing this before I head out to the gym and to work. I go to the gym and then I go to work. So, but I did pull these out. These are those trims that Jamie had given me. Thank you, Jamie, for on my birthday, that birthday pack that she did. So I pulled this trim out because I thought if I do a trim on the card, this might be pretty depending on what I'm using for my snowflake. But look at that. Isn't that cute? Like that could be a snowflake, right? It's whatever inspires me. I thought that was pretty. I'm not sure about this purple. I'm not positive. I do like this one. Okay, this one's pulled out. And then as I'm going through this whole thing, I'm like, oh, but look at snowflakes. I could cut all these little pieces out and I could just put like a little string of snowflakes coming down. Like there's snowflakes there. And let's see, what else do I have here? I had found, well, then there's this piece that was in there and I just thought that's pretty. It's nice and drippy stuff. And that speaks winter warmth, you know, like I think of like an Afghan or a knitted piece that you throw on you, and that to me is winter. I love being all snuggly. So FYI, if you come to visit me during wintertime, prepare to snuggle. I don't do it on purpose. I just keep getting closer and closer to whoever I'm sitting by, and then before I know it, my foot's touching your foot, and I'm watching the movie, and we look over to laugh because something funny happened, and we're like face to face. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how much I'm kidding. Anyways, there's these ones right here. Now, this one, if I trimmed up to first snowflakes, I think I would probably drop some glue behind because you can see where the stitches are so close to each other. Like I would just end up losing my sequins. So for this one, I think I would just put some glue behind here, and then I would just snip around carefully if I used those for snowflakes. But I think that'd be pretty also, but I'm really, really pulled to this one. And this one right here, I might have to do two different ones just for the contrast of the colors, and I don't know. It really depends on what that card does for me. I found these ones also. Now they're like X's, but here's what I love about this. X's and then the sequins are the circles. So it's like X's and O's for snowflakes. Wouldn't that be cute? So it's like sending hugs and kisses, which is, you know, also to me a lot of holiday. Not that I'm going around, you know, smooching on everybody, but you know, like you see so much family and friends, and everybody's always hugging and kissing under the mistletoe. There's all these different things, right? So that's where my mind went. And then I found this piece in there, and I thought this would make a cute star. So if I don't go with my starfish, well, it's not a starfish, it's a silver dollar. Sand dollar, silver dollar. Oh my gosh, it's a sand dollar. I could make my star with this and just make myself a beautiful little star. So that is where I'm at. And then I also like this fringy stuff down here because that made me think of like a tree skirt. So many options. I just don't know. And then I found this one in there too. And I just thought, I think this would help pull in some of that teal, that little bit of light minty whatever color in there. And I thought this might be just a little pretty thing to go along with this. Anyhow, that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside, and then get my card here. I want to do both sides. So it's almost dry. I'm going to go ahead and seal both sides of this. I was thinking about bumping my card up to be a little bit more sturdy with maybe some corrugated cardboard, but I don't want it to be too, like, I don't know, because I'm putting so many different things on there, and I want to make sure I can get those on. But I might do that just for a little added something behind my tree. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I'm trying to make things, I'm like, who are you fooling, Sandra? You don't know what you're doing. You don't know. But that's how I learn. What I understand, this clear gesso is going to allow me to write on this, paint on this, add other things, and it should help to also seal the card somewhat so that I'm not completely terrorizing it. Is that true? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to let it sit that way. And where did my wet one go? Over here. All right, I'm going to go to work, and then I will be back later this afternoon. And I'm back. Thanks for letting me have that little break. This is actually the next day. I want to see, where am I at here? I did grab a couple more things. I grabbed a second card because I'm not really sure what I want to do. Of course, you know, you step away, I step away, and, you know, my mind just goes crazy. I was looking for something, and I seen these bags in my stash room, and I thought, you know, I wonder what that would look like for the background. So what do you think? I kind of like it. My tree is kind of large, so I feel like I didn't want to put a lot more things on there. So let's do two things. I'm going to cover that one, and then I also grabbed this napkin, which also has trees all over it. Maybe I'll actually keep one for myself, and we'll just make two of them and see which one. I just think this is really pretty too. Anyways, let's get this going. I'm going to have to cut this to see if it'll fit. Let's start. No, back it up. I'm going to start with this. I did do some clear gesso on there. This is going to take a minute to dry. Yeah, let's start with this. Let's just start with this. I've got, of course, I still haven't bought any more of this, so I do need to do that. I don't know if I can, will I even have any in here? Who knows? We'll see. I've got Mod Podge. I've got other things. I can also use a glue stick. I have some options. Should I do a glue stick? Should I do a glue stick instead of the Mod Podge, or instead of this? You know, I said it. Let's try it. I like this permanent. I like this Scotch stuff. I really do. So let's do that. Let's see how this will work. I'm gonna put a ton of glue on here and just give it a good rub down. I want lots and lots of glue on here, and I want it to be super duper sticky. Okay. And I know I've got it off the edges too, but there we go. Can you see how glossy that is? There's so much glue. I've always been an over gluer, even when I was a kid. It's funny, and they're like, you know, you don't need that much glue, and I'm looking at them like, what are you talking about? All right, I don't want my napkin to stick to that. I already took off this was a 3-ply napkin. I took 2 plies off of it. Maybe what I'll do, instead of that way and trying to line up trees, maybe I'll put my napkin down, oops, and just line it up with my grid here. I think I want it to go to this line right here. Okay, well, and then just put it down. Okay. Now, I just want to give this a nice, I think maybe the smart thing here at this point would be to take a piece of paper that doesn't have glue on it. Let's move this one. And then we can just, you know, push that down. Where is my little burnishing thing? Here, I love this thing. And then just give it some, it's a glue stick, right? So, gotta get it down. Activate that glue, you know, get it on there good. Hopefully this is working. All right, let's try that. Ooh, and of course it's a thin napkin, so it's sticking. Ooh, I really like that so far. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is just put this aside. That's really pretty. That is really pretty. I'm gonna put that aside and let it dry, and then we're gonna go back to this one here, and we'll just grab this piece of paper. Let's see. Let's use these, and we're gonna go right up the side here. Can I undo this cord? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just snip that little knot off, because I do not need it. Da, 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 da. It's getting, that's even the wrong sound. All right, I might use that. There we go. Then let's see. Go up. Is there a seam right there? Yeah, let's do. Oh, inside it out. Thank you, whoever told me to do that. Okay, let me just trim this up. I probably could take a seam ripper, huh? But it's fine. I have another one of these bags, so if I cut it too short, that's okay. Well, anyways, when I got off of work, it was a lot of things were happening at work, so my mind was just someplace else anyways. But when I got off work and I came home, I came downstairs to my craft room and I was just kind of chilling out a little bit, trying to relax from the day. See, that's really pretty too. Will that stick with the glue stick? Or will it, see, it's mesh, it'll come through. What to do? Let's see. I'm gonna try the glue stick again. I just wanna see how that works. Pardon me. It says it's a permanent glue stick. It's supposed to dry clear. Oh my gosh, everything's sticking to me. Anyhow, the day was a little crazy, so I just wanted, you know, oh my gosh. So I wanted to come home and just chill out a little bit. Well, I'm just sitting down in here and I'm thinking, okay, I'm answering emails. I'm working, talking with somebody. I'm working with a new lease for one of our places. So I'm just trying to catch up on a lot of stuff. And the lights start flickering. I'm like, what the heck? Well, Jason is up in our bedroom and he's putting in our windowsill. So he replaced all our windows. I'm like, I want to say last year, but maybe it was the year before. Like, so it's been a while. And the windowsills, you know, the framed out part, they never got finished. Like, there's no air coming in, there's no holes. But, you know, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so just the frame out, so, and the sill part. So I had put it on that whiteboard. I think I told you about my whiteboard. And I thought, so he's fixing little things like that. So he's just like finishing some stuff up. So I was like, the lights are flickering and going off. And so I know he's using the saws and whatever. And I think he was working on a light fixture. I don't remember everything. But anyhow, all I knew is like, oh, I should probably go check on him and see what's going on. Well, when I went upstairs, I'm like, I hear all this noise and I hear my dog barking. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, that's what made me go up there. I heard Maggie bark too. So the lights are flickering and Maggie's barking and I'm like, oh no, is she trying to get my attention? I need to go check on Jason. So I go up there to the main floor and from my basement here, and I just hear the wind howling and I'm like, what the heck? I look outside and all I see is like this huge dust storm, but wind, but there's no rain. And then all of a sudden I hear thunder and I'm like, what the heck? And I go, so I holler up to Jason just to make sure, like, hey, I go, Jason. You know, he's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, good. He's not, you know, like laying on the floor, you know, because that's my imagination was going crazy. Like, oh my gosh, what's happening to Jason? So I'm gonna just try this really quick and pull it off. Okay. Anyway, so he's fine. So I go upstairs into our bedroom. So that's on the up another level. So we go up there. I go up there, and it's all windows, and that's what he's working on. And he's got all the blinds are off and everything because he's working on these windows. And we're looking out there, and it was a massive storm. I was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy looking. And you know, you can see the lake from our house. The lake usually flows from, you know, it usually flows from the north, you know, to the south. Or I'm not sure if I get my directions correct, but that's the way it usually flows from Canada in here. Generally, it's always almost always flowing that way, or it's, you know, it's a lake, or it's like, you know, glass. So it looked like a river flowing towards Canada. I was like, this, and I was watching the trees, and the trees were like, they weren't like going one way, the wind, they were like spinning, like, I don't know, the way their branches were. I was like, it's almost like they're going like in a circle. They couldn't make up their mind which way. So the wind was just crazy. And then all of a sudden rain. It was a really fast and furious. I think the storm lasted, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes that I knew of anyways. Because, you know, I was down in the basement. I had no clue that all through town, trees were snapping and power lines were going down. Isn't that crazy? I was completely oblivious. Which, I have to say, that means you really love being in your craft space, right? I mean, like, if you can be oblivious to the entire world when it's like going nutso, I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Can't remember why I was telling you all that, but anyways. Oh yeah. So then we're like, okay, well then there's a fire. Then the fire call goes off, so he has to leave. So I looked at my dog Maggie, and I go, well, girl, it's just you and me again. So we just kind of hung out upstairs for a little bit, and then the storm just kind of stopped, and I was like, all right, well, I went back down to my craft room, but now Jason's gone, so of course I'm not going to craft because I can't focus, so I'm just going to drown my thoughts out with TV. So I sat in my comfy chair and I was tearing, and I thought I have to do something though, because even with TV, my mind still goes crazy. So I'm watching a show, and I was tearing apart books, because I'm trying to get all my books that I want to piece out. I'm trying to get them all undone so I can get all the pages. So I'm working on the photo album things right now. They're so cool. I love those things. Anyways, that's pretty. So I think if I was able to do that one, I can cut this one. Now I just can't decide. So then Jason got home, and we decided, well, he goes, oh my gosh, Sandra, you can't believe what we've seen. Oh, I'm like working on all this stuff here. I'm getting it all mixed up. He goes, I can't believe how fast that storm was and what happened in town. So we took a drive through town. A lot of power was out for everybody. So we went and got some dinner at the taco truck, which was kind of nice. Which was kind of nice because not that the power was out, but we seen some friends that we never ever see. I mean, like, you see people, we live in a small town. We see people all the time, but we don't see people. You know what I mean? We see them, but we don't see them. I have a water pen here. I think I'm gonna try and just go around it with this. Yeah, this is a fine point. Anyhow, so we go to the taco truck, and then, of course, we get our food to go, but because, Maggie's in the car. She likes to go. She just hangs out. We just put the windows down. It was sprinkling a little bit, but it wasn't enough to concern me about my window being down. So we just left her in there, and we went to get our food and seen our friends who were also getting their food to go. And then we just ended up sitting down and having dinner together. And that was, gosh, I can't even tell you the last time I sat with friends to have a meal that was just us and another couple just sitting there and having a meal. And it was so nice. It was nice. It was nice on a lot of ways because there was people that don't know anything that's going on in my life, right? Or anything I've been through. So sometimes that's kind of nice for me in public because I don't deal very well. I think I'm actually an introvert. So I think I'm an extrovert by necessity in my life. But I don't know. Does anybody get that? Does anybody else feel like that in their life? Okay, this is driving me crazy that's sticking to my thumb, but I'm just going to finish this out because it's going to keep doing that to me until I'm done. And I know some people take a nail filer to this and pull it off, but it's still kind of damp, and I don't want to wait. So, like the glue is not, the glue's not fully, it's not crispy dry. What I like about the glue stick with the napkin, if you've never done it before, is I like that it has the, like a more of a linen-y feel to the thing. It doesn't have that crispy feel. It has more of a linen feel. I think that's the best way I can describe it. If somebody else has a better description of how that feels, please drop that in the comments. There we go. I think that's enough. So now we have 2 cards. Who is the winner chicken dinner? I feel like my eclectic, no, it's not eclectic. What is it? Whimsy. My whimsy tree would be better on this one. So let's see. I was struggling because it's so big, and then I had this piece right here, and I'm like, I'm just covering up all my 8s. I don't want to cover up all my 8s. My little tree stump would go right over it like this. A little bit down. So I'm not sure. What do you guys think? I don't know. My plan is to finish this, but I don't think I'm going to finish it on this video because I can't make up my mind. I don't know and I don't want to drag this one out. I want to really just get this one done. I think I want that underneath, maybe like that. Let me set it down. I have no idea what that's doing to the video. Is the video going like doing one of those things? I hate that. When I watch the video back sometimes, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you just did not pay attention. Girl, who taught you? Just kidding. Okay, I think, okay, that had to go on top. That's what it was. Because I can turn it that way and cover up those sharp edges. And I think I want it to the side. I don't want my tree in the middle. I want it kind of to the side. And like that. And then eventually I'll learn and I'll just go ahead and tack all these together, but you know, there's no fun in that when you can keep, you know, making yourself crazy. Okay, let's see. That, and then my topper is gonna be the same as my bottom. Because I like that, and it's got the polka dots, and I like that. Okay, so all these sharp edges will be covered up, of course. I'm not a big fan of those. And then I have my star, I keep calling this a starfish. I have my sand dollar for my star, because it's the star, and I can just stick it anywhere on there if I want to. And I was thinking about this bird. So I liked a bird up here, but then I thought I kind of liked it over to the side on that blue. I thought that was kind of cute. And, I do like that. So, my snowflakes though, what'd I do with those? I trimmed a piece. What'd I do with it? So I trimmed a piece of this. I just went down the side there, but I don't know. There it is. And I thought that'd be cute. And I honestly can just lie it down the edge here like this, just for a little added something. I can put another little piece right there. Let's try that and see. I don't think I don't want it to be that big though. I want it to be shorter. So maybe like 3 of them. And then I can put like a few like right there, like that, and then a few there. Maybe that's too many. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take those 2 off. And maybe this would come down lower, like right inside there, like that. Kind of like that. It's very subtle, so you don't really see those. However, I do have some stickles over here, and I do have the gold, this ink stuff. Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's try where those little ones go. What if I put a little bit of this on there, on these little threads? Well, it's gonna blend right into that then, isn't it? How about if we try, what color should we make the snowflakes? Let's see, what would work in here? Oh gosh, I wish the pink would work. Whoops, that's pretty pink, but I don't know. I kind of want to see how this will take. It's threads on this thing. Let's see which way would be the best. Nope, I don't like that. But it is an oxide, so let's try this now. We'll grab, here, how about this baby wipe right here, this dried out one. And, whoops, let's try that. Just to get it inked a little bit. I'm not loving it. All right, well, we tried. I did try, so. That doesn't stand out. I don't want to make it vintagey. What color? You would choose a color that's in here, correct? So maybe like that purpley one. That's pretty. A purple snowflake. What is, I mean, it's gonna, oh my gosh. Is it gonna be the same situation though? I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Okay, I have this one, the seedless one. That one looks more bluish, I think. This one still has that pinkish color to it as well. Trying to not get all inky. I don't think I like what I'm doing. All right, that's not too terrible. Let's just leave that one out for a minute. And Maybe if I used my dauber, it would work a little bit easier. Let's try that. Okay, that's better spread of the ink. Okay, that works. I just couldn't make it work on that pad. Let's try also, while we're at it, I think this might be a 2-part video if you want to see me do the whole thing, because now I'm like experimenting with things. I don't know. Do you have like a plan of what you're going to do? Like a full-on plan? Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab these things. Like, I watch videos and people like, they grab all these things. They're like, okay, now let's put this together. And I'm thinking, how do they do that? Like, I do not have that talent. Okay, I do like it like that with a little bit of a wash. However, I'm not sold on that color. Let's see, what else do I have? I'll just paint all these up. I don't want to do, well, I don't know. Okay, here's my thing. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do that color. So, and then it turns out to be a good color. So let's just try it, because we don't know what we don't know until we know. And then we'll just cut this one. Well, I don't know. But again, I need a dauber. So let's just see what I have here that I can use. I have one of these things. Let's try this. And we'll just try that. And then we will just put it there full on and see. It's kind of cute, but it looks a little orangey. So let's wipe it down. Give it a little wipe down. And then, okay, so I don't think that one's going to be the one, although I do like those. So let's trim that down. We have that one. Whoops. There. I know I don't want pink. I don't know. I don't really want green. I don't want black snowflakes. That color is, this is the wilted violet. I guess we can try that one. I know, here I go again. It's more purpley. Not pinky. It's more purpley instead of pinky. It's not that right color though. So, try that. And then give it a rinse. Still not doing it for me. That's not the one. Okay. This is kind of fun though. Do I want rusty snowflakes? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Just for like, I feel like this might be like a more of a vintagey color on there. That might be pretty. Let's see. Okay, that's actually a lot better. I do like that one. Okay. I don't think I want red snowflakes. I think it'll be like not the right color for the snowflake, and I don't want these. I've got yellow. Don't want yellow snow. All right, I like I like this one. So let's do that. And I actually can I just did that anyways. Let's just go and do it again. Whoops. Goodness, I'm gonna be all inky. So it is Friday, I mean not Friday. It is Thursday now that I'm filming this. And I have an appointment to go get my massage, and I'm gonna be all inky. I think I did it backwards, but that's all right. Yeah, no, it's not all right. I don't like it like that. Well, let's just see. Maybe was that a happy accident? So it's just like a little bit. Oh, yeah, I kind of like that. Why not? Oh, yeah. Okay, happy accident. All right, let's just go with the secret. There we go. I do like that better. I think that stands out a little bit. I think it looks a little bit more like a vintagey type look, which I like. Yes. So I do like this card. I think there's more to be added to this. I mean, it's kind of, I'm trying to think, like, I want it to be winter inspired. And what I love about winter is I love all the lights. I love the gold colors that we see with all the reflections. I love the whimsy of winter that I know that a lot of people pull out when they're decorating and doing things like that. I'm wondering if I need this down there. I feel like I need something to balance it. I think this was adding too much heaviness, so I'm going to take that one out. And then what would I put there? What would I put? All these pieces that I pulled out, I didn't use. All of them. Let's see. Maybe I need to add a little, just a little. Nope, that's not the right one. Nope, I honestly think that this is enough. Really, I really do. I just need something to ground my tree, and I don't know what it is yet. What else do I have? I have this piece over here that I pulled. There's also, wait a minute, there's this piece from this here, from when I cut it down, like there's the edge right there. Would that work? I don't think it's wide enough. There's this. Can I use just a little bit of that? No, it's heavy. I'm thinking like everything just seems so heavy. And I did talk about some of this. Maybe I just need some of this. But I feel like I would need it in more than one spot. So let's yeah, I don't think I mind that. Maybe I don't want these colors. Yeah, I only need 3. All right. Okay, let's set this one aside. I think I would have to put some gesso or something on that and kind of brighten that up if I put that as the bottom. I'm not 100% sold on my bottom piece there. So, anybody else ever not happy with their bottom? Just kidding. Like, this is crazy. Okay, so let's cut out one of these. I don't have the right scissors here. Let's try this. Well, that took forever, but I do like that. So, I mean, it doesn't really go with those colors, but does it? I guess it can. It goes, you know, it does whatever you want, right? I mean, that's part of the whimsy of it. So there's that. I don't know that I love it, but I do like this piece. I wonder if we can just make it into our Christmas tree. Okay, I'm kind of going towards this. I like this. So what if, let's just switch this up again. So we have the bottom. We have the bottom. I gotta figure out the bottom. The bottom of my things. So now that I have this piece right here, maybe that'll work. All right, the big guys, get them out. So if I if I bunched up a little bit like this, and I'm adding this little bit of a red, because there is red over there, right? So what if I did that? I could put one on each side, or just right there, however I want, like that, just so there's like a little something. And kind of wish I could just hold that down. Oh, it's gonna stay. Let's just do this for a second. I want it to be more over there. Let's try another piece of this. Okay, whoops. And then what if we just kind of made this fall into that, like that, something. It'll be better scrunched, you know, but this is just to see what I'm liking. Okay, I cannot be the only one that's like so indecisive. Like, what am I gonna do? All right, well, wrong. I want to start with this one because it's a little bit bigger, and turn it so that it comes off my little, so it's big at the bottom, my tree, right? And then I want to turn that one like that so I can cover up most of this sharp edge here. And then if I took this one like that, and that one like that, and then I went up here like this. I feel like I need to have that little bit of blue in here though, because I have my sand dollars blue, and then I have that little bit of blue there. So if I took my blue there and then bumped up my red here, if I wanted to make my tree even bigger, I can put another floral up there. And maybe I'm not gonna put the polka dots up there. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then I have that from the top, and I have that, and I have my sparkle, which is what I'm liking. Ooh, 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 I like it. Okay. And now I don't like these colors here, so let's get rid of those. But I still have 3, and I can always cut another one also, and I can just put those on there as some little delicate snowflakes. Do I still like this star? Yeah, I really do. I kind of do. I mean, I've got a little bit of blue there, a little bit of blue there. Doesn't matter where I put the star. I can put it wherever I want. I mean, like, that could be the star. It's the star of the show here. All right. Okay, come on, get with it. All right, I'm definitely liking this better, but now I'm not liking this here. Let's see. I think I want to do, and really these could be my little snowflakes, huh? Because it's really it's your interpretation. It's right. It's our own interpretation. They're pretty bulky. I have some other things here that I could use. I feel like, and I really did like this little bird. If it sat on there and is coming out of that, I do like that little bird. I think I have a winner. So I have my base down here, and I have those. I'm just not positive. I think these might be just a little bit too big for me. And I think they're competing with that. And I feel like putting the flower that way, it almost looks like a star, but it's almost good enough. I don't know. 1 second. I think I'm gonna grab some gems. I found some gems. I have these. Let's see what's in here. I was hoping to find something that had like a little, look like a star. I feel like I'm cheating, but it's not cheating. It's not cheating, it's using your stash. See, these are a little bit smaller, but I don't want them in competition with that. However, what if that was like the giant snowflake and these are like the little baby snowflakes? That might work. I have plenty of that in there, and I have other colors, but I don't want to use them. That's not, those aren't the colors I want to use, or do I? Do I want to put little red ones in there? Whoops. It's kind of pretty too, isn't it? Okay, so I'll just leave those ones and those ones out for just a peek. I have this little drawer here. This, I think this is all like black, like would be more towards Halloween, which I forgot about, and those are brads. Oh, I better just leave this drawer out no matter what. So these are cute. Those are stickers too. Oops. So like that'd be a cute little, it's metal. I mean, it will, I think it bends down, but that would be a snowflake. It looks kind of like a flower though, I think. Ooh, I'm not gonna do that one. Goodness gracious. These kind of look like snowflakes. Would that look like a snowflake? I just don't like them all over the place. I like it. I like to be, I want it like that. There, just down the side. Okay, maybe. I'll leave that one out just in case. What else is in here? Oh, I have little ones. Maybe that's would be better. These are quite large. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that better. I wouldn't mind, well, I don't know for sure yet. What do I mind? I still think I like the line. But if I did it like that, and then I did a couple over here, and then of course I would need to use extra glue to get those down. But I do kind of like that. Okay, let's stick with that. And what else do I have in here? Ooh, those are kind of pretty too. It's like really, I guess I like glitz and glam. I wonder, you know what I wonder? I wonder if I have a star. Isn't that a cute, is that a Halloween thingy there? Yeah, so cute. It's a spider. Why is, I need to keep this out. Okay, I'm wondering if I have a, what am I looking for now? I still need the star. I'm wondering if I have a star button. I should really look in my buttons. So I'm gonna leave this one out. I'm gonna put it over here with my Halloween stuff that I'm still working with. I think this is pearls. This is mostly pearls. That's not, that goes in the black. Not going with it. No. No. And no. Ooh, here's like little itty bitty teeny tiny ones. I mean, that could go with, I'm gonna leave those ones out. All right, off to go grab some buttons. All right, friends, I went and looked for some buttons, and I realized also while I was gone that the video was quite long. So I went ahead and did a little bit more work off camera, and I'm gonna catch you up a tiny bit on what I have done, and I'm gonna continue to work on this. And I thought it would be fun to do it this Sunday, which is, I don't know where my calendar is, this Sunday, because we're gonna do a live. I want to go and show you all the things that came in for the give and take, give and receive, whatever, for that drawing, and we're gonna pull a winner. We got 4 winners to pull, so we'll do that drawing, and that is gonna be on the 29th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And I thought we'll do the showing of what has come in, and do the drawing, and then I'll finish up my ATC card on the live video. I think that'll be kind of fun. We can make it like a crafty, a crafting hangout day. So I'll catch you up real quick here on a couple things I did off camera. I white gesso, did some stamping, did some stitching. I used red thread. I grabbed another page out of my calendar. I used my Sizzix, my Big Shot, and I cut out the circle. And I put some white gesso here. It may need more. That's going to be the piece that I use to do the writing. And then I think I have my bottom piece figured out for under my tree. But for now, I am just going to put all these things away, including the stuff for this green card, because I might actually work on that one too. So I'm going to put all this stuff away so I don't lose my pieces. And I guess I will just see you, my friends, on the next video, which will be live on Sunday. Tell me what you think. I hope you enjoy all your moments, my friends, and I will see you soon. Bye.